The EFL is already underway. The Premier League returns today. Here are my round one predictions. That's right, we are doubling up with our predictions this season to make sure we keep in touch with all 6 of our dearly departed teams up in the Premier League. Copy and paste the fixtures from the description and play along with your own predictions in the comments. Bournemouth versus Aston Villa. We've got to start with a dearly departed derby for round one as Bournemouth, congratulations, make their return to the Premier League and Villa look to push on in Stevie Gerrard's first full season as boss. I think it might take the Cherries a game or two to reclimatise. I'm expecting an aggressive looking Villa, very much in Stevie Gerrard's image from the word go here, and I think they're going to take this one. Away! Fulham versus Liverpool. Oof, nice easy start for Fulham then after winning the Championship last season. Liverpool and Manchester City genuinely seem to be in a league of their own from the rest of the Premier League over the past few years. And the Reds always seem to play a promotion winner on day one too. They also always seem to win that game and score a few goals as well. I don't, sorry Fulham fans, see this being any different. Away! Leeds United versus Wolves. Looking at the comments on my 1 to 20 video, I seem to be a little bit higher on Jesse Marsch than most people I've spoken to. Leeds open up against Wolves with what will be a new look side after a busy summer. Wolves strike me as solid enough not to lose this one, but I think the Ellen Road crowd will give Leeds a little bit of juice. Draw! Newcastle United versus Nottingham Forest. Welcome back, Forest, who make a long-awaited Premier League return after way too long in the wilderness of the Championship and indeed League One. I'm pretty keen on Forest's survival chances, big picture. Lots of recruitment, good momentum, a manager very much on the rise as well. I think they'll get their 35 plus points. You all know there's a butt coming here, don't you? But I just think where Newcastle are and where they're headed, I don't think Forest are going to start their point scoring in round one. I fancy Newcastle to take this one home. Leicester City versus Brentford. Bit of trepidation from fans of both of these two clubs who I've spoken to in pre-season. Bees fans are hoping that the mythical second season syndrome that they're so fed up of hearing about proves to be just that, a myth. Well, Foxes fans aren't necessarily feeling a sense of forward momentum. I think both clubs could do with an opening day win, and for that reason, I'll go straight down the middle on this one. Draw! That's our 6 dearly departed teams done. We'll get on with the rest of the Premier League fixtures, but first of all, please do support the channel by hitting like on the video. Crystal Palace versus Arsenal. The Friday night live TV curtain raiser, or the Iain Wright derby as I like to call it, takes place over at Selhurst Park. I fancy a nice stable season for Palace, but I do think after Arsenal's summer recruitment in response to their hopeless opening day showing last season, they might just get this one right. Away! Spurs v Southampton. Now, I'm quite bullish about this one, so that always ends well, doesn't it? I've got Saints down to struggle this season, and I think Antonio Conte in for a full pre-season and the added stability around Harry Kane means Spurs are going to come out of the blocks and maybe sustain things a little bit better this season. Home! Everton versus Chelsea. Chelsea legend Frank Lampard goes against his former team as Everton boss, and Everton are going to hope to continue what was a very decent home record to end last season and stave off relegation. I think it'll be tighter than last year's table would have you believe, but look, I've got to go with Chelsea on the basis of too much star power. Away! Manchester United versus Brighton. These two feel totally opposite going into game one, don't they? One club very stable, one club very chaotic. I think I know exactly what we're going to get from Brighton and don't really have an idea what Manchester United are going to look like. I think the new boss and the fact that it's day one and Manchester United are at home will give them a boost. But Brighton are steady enough not to be taken down by that. Draw. West Ham versus Manchester City. I'm sure we all remember that recent lovely tense 2-2 draw in this fixture during last season's title run-in. It proves West Ham can certainly go toe-to-toe with the elite, particularly on home turf. Here comes the but. That said, I'm expecting a laser-focused Manchester City from the word go here, and I think the champions will get up and running with a win. Away! There are my first week of Premier League predictions. Let's hear yours down there in the comments. Look, I know I'm supposed to leave my bias at the door, but I think it's okay for me to say good luck to fans of all the dearly departed clubs. As ever, please don't ever take a prediction of defeat on one of these shows for your team personally. I did the full Premier League 1 to 20 earlier in this week. You can watch that right here. And for more predictions, click here for my thoughts on this week's round of games in the Championship.